So in the today's class we are going to study about fisheries. You already had an idea about fisheries in class 9. Class 9 we have studied about the fisheries. We have studied pisciculture, we have studied aquaculture, we have studied cultural fishing, and we have studied the what do you call it? The simply catching the fish from the any water bodies. Okay? So there are different type of fishes. Now India being a lucky country because we have got three sides. India is a peninsula. Peninsula is having three sides covered by water. So India is having the east face is covered by water, west is faced by and the south face. Of course, south it is a narrow, it is a triangular, but we have got a very long line of coastal region. So and the large number of population, it is written here that the fishery is an industry devoted for catching and processing and selling of fish. Three parts are here: catching, processing and selling. Okay? Now I'll explain here. Catching to है because fish naturally you will have to acquire from or catch from or get from the water bodies. Then the processing. Fish is a highly perishable substance. It is more perishable than the milk even. Milk at least 4 hours you can keep without boiling, but fish within 2 hours, 3 hours it will spoil, it will start smelling. So it is a highly perishable substance, and that is why the processing has to be done immediately. No sooner the fish is catch, after 1 hour or 1.5 hours you can keep, depend the fisherman knows it how to do this, and then immediately they have to place in ice. Okay? So that is a very important thing because of the perishable nature of fishes. And then selling. Now selling cannot be done immediately. Now selling will take time. Very often the fish catching is done in the deep sea. And our deep sea is वहाँ से यहाँ आना. Sometimes the weather may be suitable, sometimes it is not suitable, sometimes it may take 5 hours, sometimes it may take 1 day, sometimes it may take even 2 days time. It depends on the fishermen where they are going and having their fishing and all. Okay? So the fish which is there, that has to process, they have to be frozen, they have to be cleansed, they have to be whatever thing has to be done, that is done in the boat itself. The fish, this thing, जो fishing boat होती है उसमें. And then they are to be brought to the shore, and from the shore it will go to the various selling points. Now what includes? It includes the fish, it includes shellfish, and it includes other aquatic animals. The shellfish, which include all the type of mollusks, and इसके अलावा the other aquatic organisms which include crustacea like crabs and the prawns and all, and there are a number of other things which we eat. So there are a number of edible organisms which are found in the water. A large number of our population is depending on the fish and fish products and the other aquatic animals such as prawn, crab, lobster, edible, oyster, etc. for food. Some of the freshwater fish which are found in our area, like we are in Kota, we are using freshwater fish only. तो वो रोहू हो सकता है, कटला हो सकता है, मृगल हो सकता है, कॉमन कार्प हो सकता है, सिल्वर कार्प हो सकता है, एक्सेट्रा, which we already studied in class 9 in the culture fisheries. ठीक है? You cannot have cultural fishery in seas because you will be culturing and somebody else may be taking advantage of it. But in a pond, in a lake, in a dam, in a small water bodies, which is some person can hold on. So they will have responsibility of growing, culturing and catching of the fish in those water bodies. So culture fishing is common in the inland fisheries, not in the rivers, not in the seas. Now some of the marine fishes which are eaten are hilsa, sardines, mackerel, pomfret. ठीक है? अब आपके एरिया में, now if you eat, then you go to the market, you go and find out those who are eating may be knowing what all type of fishes are grown. We commonly use katla and rohu because we are having freshwater fish. ठीक है? फिर वो कई सारी fish हैं, they got their own local names and all. You just go to the market, see fish, whichever you like, you just ask इसका इतना दे दो या इतना दे दो. Now who is going to know the name and all. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Fisheries has an important place in Indian economy. There was a time when the prawn culture was in boom. ठीक है? When P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister, that was the time entire belt of the coastal region, especially in the Andhra Pradesh and Odisha से लेके Odisha से लेकर के Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, those eastern जो coast था, that was all the places that prawn culture was very important and that used to bring millions of rupees. ठीक है. Of course now prawns from India is not so common because that is the side also where a lot of natural calamities occur, so it was not a very fruitful thing. तो कईयों ने लोन लिए, डूब गए बेचारे. Anyway, there were number of companies floated and those companies are no more now. So it is provided an income and employment to the millions of fishermen and farmers, particularly of the coastal states. For many it is the only source of livelihood. They are only going, catching fish, bringing, processing and selling. So that is their only bread and butter earner job. Okay? Particularly in the coastal state, for many it is only source of livelihood, and in order to meet the increasing demand of the fisheries, the different techniques have been employed to increase the fish production. You cannot do anything in the sea. वो तो नेचुरल है, भगवान भरोसे ही है. बट इनलैंड फिशरीज वी हैव गॉट नंबर ऑफ टेक्निक्स. ठीक है, वेयर we are culturing the fish in the pond water body, maybe a pond or maybe a lake or whatever it is. So there we are growing what type of fish we want. We are removing all the competitor, we are removing all the predator, we are removing all the harmful fishes which are nowhere not used for the selling purpose. Why unnecessary to culture and why unnecessarily they are allowed to eat the food which we are giving for our fishes. ठीक है. And then the fish is, the water body is divided into 3 zones, the upper, the middle and the lower zone, and there different type of fish are cultured in the all 3 zones which are not competing with one another, and all the resources are equally used. ठीक है. So this is done very precisely in the scientific manner. Then the breeding techniques, the brooders, that is those fish which are used for the breeding purpose, they are separated from the main water body into the breeding tanks, and they are given the stimulators, hormones, etc., and the proper temperature and the flow of water and all, and then the male and female they roam there in that this inflowing water, and then they spawn, and once the spawning is done, then these parents are removed and again put back either into the water body or they are consumed. Now this egg and the sperms which are there, they will fertilize, they will form small fishes, and the little big fishes, when they are big enough, then they are transferred into the main pond. Again, so this is a culture, this is a program actually which is cultured in a very, or which are taking place in a very scientific manner in order to increase the productivity. For example, देखिए, through aquaculture and pisciculture, aquaculture in which we are culturing anything, maybe prawn, maybe lobsters, maybe oysters, maybe octopus, whatever edible aquatic bodies are there, including fish. Okay? And pisciculture is only restricted to the fish. Have been able to increase the production of aquatic plants and animals, both freshwater and marine. Find out the difference between pisciculture and aquaculture. I just said aqua means water, whatever aquatic organisms are there which can be cultured. So it is actually a mixed farming. Pisciculture is only fish. Okay? This has led to a development of the flourishing of fishery industry, and it has been brought. ये तो हमारा चल नहीं रहा है. Okay, so I was saying that is this has led to the development of and flourishing of the fishery industry, and it has brought a lot of income to the farmers in particularly and country in general. Okay? The farmer who are engaged into this fishery industry, they also got enough of income, and country also got a lot of revenue. We now talk about the blue revolution. The blue revolution is actually meant for fish culture. Okay, तो ये हो गए ऑपरेशन मिल्क के लिए अपन ने यूज़ करा था, दैट इज ऑपरेशन फ्लड. ब्लू रिवोल्यूशन, वाइट रिवोल्यूशन, दैट इज ऑपरेशन एग, एंड द ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन फॉर द increasing the productivity of plant. Okay, so with this the animal husbandry is over. The productivity of the enhancement of the food production from the animal are over. Now we shall look on the plant breeding technique. Now plant ka we are simply concentrating our aim onto the breeding. So when we talk about the plant breeding, ठीक है, what are the simple ways? पहले तो हम plant productivity improve करने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? The ways or the methods to improve, steps to improve plant products. उसमें सबसे पहले क्या होगा? That is development of HYV. Then the method, that is इसको कहेंगे management of food production या plant production या productivity and management of protection. Protection बोले तो दो जगह का होगा, during that is in the field and then storage. Okay, so we have to think all these things. So very first thing is that the development of HYV. Until and unless we have high yielding variety seeds, we cannot imagine of production. ठीक है, तो जो सबसे पहला एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप. एंड देन यहाँ पे क्या करना है, दैट इज द मैनेजमेंट ऑफ फूड प्रोडक्शन वेयर वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द फिजिकल कंडीशंस लाइक irrigation and application of fertilizers and manures and etc etc, है ना, उनका गुड़ाई करना, cleaning करना, यूज करना, and the protection in the field, that is use of herbicide, pesticides or any other type of methods which we will be using, and then the storage, because whatever you produce that may be perishable and may not be perishable, and if it is perishable then so you have to take it to processing immediately, otherwise that will spoil. So whatever amount of food can be sold there and there in particular days or a few days, till when the food doesn't spoil, then it's okay, otherwise you will have to take it to the processing. And other things that is the crops and seeds and all that can be stored there. So those are the various things. चलिए हम include करते हैं plant breeding. The traditional farming can only yield to a limited biomass as food and the human for animals. Better management practices and increase acreage and increase acreage of the can increase yield. ना इंक्रीज एकरेज का मतलब क्या है, एरिया अंडर कल्टिवेशन, जो ज़मीन हमने जो पहले कभी बैरन लैंड रही होगी, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी, मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ द सॉइल वाज सो पुअर दैट एग्रीकल्चर कुड नॉट बी taken, but now we have got a better methods. Now we can even bring the soil from other places and place onto the rocky area, because the crops generally uses only this much of area, that is up to 4 to 6 inches of the roots are there. So even if you can put 1 feet of soil from somewhere else, and then even the barren land, the rocky land can also be converted into field. So this is how the acreage of the land which is under cultivation has been increased to a great extent. ठीक है, प्लांट ब्रीडिंग एज ए टेक्नोलॉजी हैज़ हेल्प increase yield to a very large extent. Who in India has not heard of green revolution? I don't think is there anyone who is not. Who introduced green revolution in our country? Mr. M.S. Swaminathan. ठीक है, एंड दुनिया में ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन लाने वाले थे डॉक्टर नॉर्मन ई बर्लॉग. तो बर्लूम साहब ने वो कनाडा में मैक्सिको में किया था, और हमारे साथ जो है वहाँ से जा करके वहाँ से टेक्नोलॉजी लाए, एंड देन दे इज इंट्रोड्यूस दिस इनटू आवर कंट्री. ठीक है, तो विच वॉज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर आवर कंट्री टू नॉट मेनली टू मीट द नेशनल रिक्वायरमेंट of the food production, but also helping in the even to export it. Today we are in a better state. The country's population is increased like anything. Right? At the time of independence, our population was mainly 35 crore, and now we are somewhere 130 crore. So करीब 95 crore people are 3 times population is already been increased. Yet in that time we were not dependent on the food wholly, or we are not self-reliant, but today we are, and we are even exporting a large content of the food to the other countries. ठीक है, green revolution has developed a large extent of the plant breeding technique for development of the high yielding and disease resistant varieties of the wheat. So the first and the most important thing is development of HYV, when we talk about the HYP, what we are actually talking, the yield should increase, then the quality should be good, okay, and it should be resistant to the physical and biological factors. Insect pest वगैरह के लिए वो रेजिस्टेंट होना चाहिए. Then it should mature early. And the other agronomic characters उसके अंदर होने चाहिए. So these are the things which we want in a high yielding variety seed. It is not only the yield. Yield can be anything, but if the food is not good enough, who will buy? ठीक है, तो yield is not the only thing, we have to see other things also, है ना. So our dependence on the pesticide and weedicide etc. will decrease if we are our plant is resistant, or plant is resistant to the saline conditions, saline water use कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए भी, and the plant can be resistant to the high temperature or low temperature and little bit fluctuation in the environment. Like this year अभी plants बो दिए लोगों ने, but this year there was not enough rain, ठीक है, so the plant is facing problem. So if the seed is good, the cultivation will go on, otherwise the plants will damage after some time. Now what is plant breeding? तो HYP प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए सबसे पहला क्या काम है, दैट इज प्लांट ब्रीडिंग. नाउ प्लांट ब्रीडिंग के 3 स्टेप्स, मतलब अलग अलग तरीके टू प्रोड्यूस द हाई यील्डिंग या प्लांट्स. वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग इज द सिलेक्शन, लोकल सिलेक्शन एंड सिलेक्शन एट द ईयर लेवल, कंट्रोल लेवल. आप सिंपली सर्वे करो कौन सा वाला प्लांट द सीड इज प्रोड्यूसिंग गुड यील्ड एंड जस्ट get that type of seed, but that will not be sufficient, because that productivity can be only 20% or 30% extra than the normal plant variety. That is not our aim. Our aim is to produce high yield plus all other characters. So this can only be achieved by the hybridization. So the second method is hybridization. Hybridization has changed by hybridization we have got large number of high yielding varieties. ठीक है, तो आज की तारीख में वॉट एवर ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन, दैट रिजल्ट ऑफ द ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन वी आर हैविंग इज ऑल मेनली बिकॉज ऑफ द यूज ऑफ HYP सीड्स. Okay, and the third one which we'll study in the chapter 12, that is in the what you call biotechnology. So there we will study how to improve, how to obtain the better variety of plants without hybridization. We have to simply transfer the required gene from a plant into the another plant. ठीक है, so that is now actually when the book was written, that time biotechnology was in its initial phases. Now the biotechnology has used, मतलब its application are increased. ठीक है, तो this year's Nobel Prize on the biotechnology was given in the field of biology. ठीक है, तो you just read about her. दो जने थे, उन्होंने क्या किया तो उनके बारे में पढ़िए एंड इट विल बी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर जनरल क्वेश्चंस कहीं आते हैं तो दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी अ क्वेश्चन. चल तो पढ़ते हैं प्लांट ब्रीडिंग क्या है. प्लांट ब्रीडिंग इज अ पर्पसफुल मैनिपुलेशन ऑफ द प्लांट स्पीशीज इन ऑर्डर टू क्रिएट डिजायर्ड प्लांट. पर्पसफुल, जिसकी हमारी इच्छा है, जैसा हम चाहते हैं, जैसा हमारा पर्पस है, उस हिसाब से मैनिपुलेट करना है, इंजीनियर्ड करना, उसके अंदर जोड़वा. अब ऐसा कैसे करेंगे, कोई सीड है तो सीड के अंदर ऐसा क्या कर देंगे कि भाई नाउ इट विल प्रोड्यूस मोर और इट विल बिकम मोर रेजिस्टेंट. दैट इज नॉट द थिंग. यू कैन नॉट ट्रीट द सीड इन द सम केमिकल कि भाई इसको सोडियम क्लोराइड में या कॉपर सल्फेट में या इसमें डाल दो तो इट विल, नो 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 नो, इट इज़ नॉट द थिंग. इट इज़ हाइब्रिडाइजेशन वेर यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट द टू हाईली क्या कहते हैं desired character containing plants as a male and female, and then a crossing is done between them and then the result is obtained. ठीक है, so that is the thing which we have to do. Okay, तो अब ये जो है वो purposeful manipulation हो गया. Now give the better yield and the disease resistance. Conventional plant breeding has been practiced for thousands of years since beginning of human civilization. Recorded evidences of the plant breeding dates back from 9,000 to 11,000 years ago. तो हमने जो है क्या कहते हैं कन्वेंशनल प्लांट ब्रीडिंग जो है वो करीब 9000 से 11000 साल पहले ही कर ली थी, खासतौर से इंडिया में। मैनी प्रेजेंट डे क्रॉप्स आर द रिजल्ट ऑफ डोमेस्टिकेशन ऑफ द एंशियंट टाइम। डोमेस्टिकेशन मतलब वो विल्डरनेस में उग रहे थे, उनको आप लेकर के आए, उनको हमने प्रॉपर कंडीशंस के अंदर कल्चर कराया, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड डोमेस्टिकेशन। टुडे ऑल मेजर फूड क्रॉप्स आर डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द डोमेस्टिकेटेड वेराइटी। क्लासिकल प्लांट ब्रीडिंग इन्वॉल्व क्रॉसिंग ऑफ हाइब्रिडाइजेशन ऑफ द प्योर लाइन फॉलोड बाय द आर्टिफिशियल सिलेक्शन एंड to produce plants with the desirable traits of the higher yield and nutrition and resistant to the disease। तो वो सारे करेक्टर जो आपको चाहिए वो सब आप आर्टिफिशियली इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगे उसके अंदर बाय द हाइब्रिडाइजेशन एंड देन सेलेक्टिव सेलेक्ट। I was saying that hybridization कैसे करेंगे, selection of the two plants and then select the two better variety, two individual plant which is as a male and female, and then transfer of their gamete, that is the pollen grain from the desirable male plant to the desirable female plant, and then the seed are produced and those seeds are cultured। ठीक है, so this is the simple method। The selection is always done after every hybridization till we get the desirable plant। So with the advancement in the genetics, molecular biology and the tissue culture, plant breeding are now increasingly being carried out by using molecular genetics tools। If we were to list the traits of the characters of the breeders have been tried to incorporate into the plant, first we would see the increased yield, okay? Then improving quality, then increased tolerance of the environmental, that is the stress, salinity, extremities, that is the physical conditions, drought etc, resistant to the pathological and जिसके अंदर वायरस पैथोजन सब वो बायोलॉजिकल आ गए, एंड देन इंक्रीज टॉलरेंस टू द इंसेक्ट पेस्ट एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। तो दिस इज ऑल दिस। नाउ हाउ इट इज अचीव्ड दैट वी विल स्टडी टुमारो। दैट्स ऑल चिल्ड्रन, एंड थैंक यू।